I gotta admit, Wolf sort of came out of nowhere for Brawl. Outside of Star Fox, no one really knew who the fuck he was, and the few who did, didn't really give a shit. But for those who took the time to learn him, play him, master him, they found a surprisingly unique and powerful character. Oh, and for the record, I am sick and tired of people saying Wolf is a clone of Fox. I mean, come on! Look at Falco. He may be a veteran, but he's way more of a clone of Fox than Wolf will ever be. Alright, you know what? Rather than piss off every single person who mains Falco, I'll just put up a side-by-side comparison and I'll let you guys decide who's more of a clone. Okay, you get the idea. But it is true that some of his moves do take some cues from Fox's, so in order to prep him up for the new game, I proposed that they bring out Wolf's animalistic side for this iteration of Smash Bros. By increasing the size of his claws. Obviously not Wolverine big, but big enough so that there is an increase in power and range. And overall just open him up a bit more as a character, because I don't know if it's just me, but Wolf's playstyle always felt very stiff to me. His run animation, for example, just doesn't seem to have the smoothness that his other animal counterparts has, even though he shows plenty of agility with his smashes. I mean, I'd like to see you try bending your ankles at that kind of angle. I'm just kidding, don't try that. So, why not let him run on all fours for his dash? I mean, he can clearly do it, and have him perform a leaping bite attack for his dash attack, as well as provide more of an emphasis with his claws for his jab or neutral combo, while his grab could have him pinning his opponent to the ground and pummel them by biting and scratching the shit out of it. As for his specials, his side special could be some sort of lunging drill attack that could have the same range as his current side special. One of his taunts could also be used for his neutral special, where he would take a deep breath before howling at the opponent, to possibly stun them up close or knock them back at a distance. For his recovery, now you guys are going to need your imagination for this one, have him summon his R-Wing, right? Ride it upwards, and then skydive off of it before exploding midair. That would be badass and technical, since the explosion could act as a secondary attack. Then again, his R-Wing might be a bit too big for that. His down special is probably the only special I'm a bit hesitant about changing, because in many ways it is a better reflector than Fox's. I suppose if they were to change it, they could change it to some crazy ass spin attack with his claws outstretched that could have its own reflective properties anyway. As long as it isn't too cheap, I'd be cool with it. And his final smash. Now, personally, I was a little disappointed that Hypernova Kirby didn't become Kirby's final smash, because I felt it would have really fit his character. So, instead of sucking them off, let Wolf blow them off. Stage. Oh god, that could have sounded better. But hey, what better way to cement his big bad wolf status than have him literally take a deep breath before forcing a tremendous gust of wind out of his mouth, and then immediately send anyone next to him flying, and the rest fighting just to stay on the stage. As I've said before, there is a severe lack of villains at the moment, the only true one being Bowser. So my fingers are crossed for Ganondorf, Meta Knight and Wolf to return to round out the villains for this roster. Hopefully with some new moves to boot like the ones I suggested in my previous videos. Oh, and Wario of course. I haven't even bothered to make a video about him because his moveset is fucking perfect. But anyway, do you think Wolf should come back? And if so, how do you see him playing out? And if not, what villains do you want to see in the game? Sound off in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more things Smash Bros, and I'll see you all next time.